Hey everybody, Jayborino here. We've hit an arbitrary number that's a nice round multiple of 5 and 10, so that means it's milestone video time. We did do a milestone video. It was a little after 1,000 subscribers, maybe a little later. I procrastinated a lot in doing it, where I talked a lot about my inspiration for starting YouTube. I talked about the StarCraft 2 scene, negativity, things like that. This one I'd like to be a little different than that one. I kind of want to make sure I give credit where credit is due, and then talk about the future of the channel, where I'd like things to go, some harsh realities we're going to have to deal with regarding StarCraft 2 content, things like that. And, you know, in every milestone video that's ever existed, you're going to hear people say the same thing. You guys made this possible. You guys are the best. You've made this possible. And I'm going to say the same thing, but I want to explain why. Because seeing the numbers tick up, the analytics go up, isn't really why I do this. I mean, sure, watching 4999 tick up to 5000, there's a fleeting excitement to it. It's like winning a scratch-off lotto ticket. It's fun. It's really enjoyable. But that little number tick up is a person. Somebody actively clicked that button because they enjoy what I'm doing, and it's important that I remember that people that are leaving comments and leaving likes, they're real people, and I just want to make sure I emphasize that I really do appreciate that, and I recognize that you folks are real people and not just numbers on an analytics screen. And you know, I make very little money from YouTube. You know, I talked about monetizing in the past, and I don't do that for that. I figured I'd monetize just because I do this. I put a lot of work into it. I might as well make some money, and it is not a lot. I do not rely on this money, and that's not what's important, is what I'm trying to say. I found that the most rewarding thing of doing this is really meeting people. It's quite fun. I mean, I want to preface this by saying I can't respond to every comment. I can't respond to every private message. Sometimes if you message me on Battle.net, even if I'm listed as available, there's a chance I left my status on that and then walked away. So I apologize. I don't want people to feel ignored. It does happen, and I apologize. You know, I have a day job. I have a life outside of YouTube and my day job. But I do like to be active with this community that we have here. And the coolest thing when you think about it is, even though I'm the one with the mouthpiece, I'm talking at you constantly, we're all here because we enjoy similar things. We have similar hobbies. We enjoy StarCraft, for one. We enjoy RTS. And I just think that it's really great. And when you think about it, you know, you don't know me personally. I mean, we've spent the past several years where I put myself out there and allowing you to get to know me, but I don't really know you, and you guys don't really know each other. It's really just a unique phenomenon. I'm not really sure what I'm getting at here. It's incredible though. And recently, since I've started streaming, it allows me to interact directly with viewers in near real-time fashion, and it's really, really fun. It allows viewers to interact together too, and I don't know, it just made it a lot more real for me, and I really love getting to know you again. I've spent over 2 years now allowing people to get to know me, and I enjoy getting to know you as well. And I don't hold myself to some sort of elevated position above viewers. Just because I'm the one who has spent the money to make, you know, to have a good running PC and microphone, and you know, I've taken the time and the pain to get used to hearing my own voice and, you know, getting better at commentating things. That doesn't mean that my opinion matters more. That doesn't make me more valuable, or what I have to say more valuable than people who watch this content and who also enjoy this content. We're all very similar. It's just I've taken the time to do this as my hobby, which, by the way, if you're interested, the first time you hear your own voice, you're going to absolutely hate it. But anyway, it's just what I'm trying to say is I'm just a guy. I'm very similar to you, most likely, and I really enjoy getting to know other guys and gals who enjoy these similar things that I do, and it's really, really fun. So again, I think a lot of people get attached to some, you know, internet personas, and they take everything they say as gold. You know, it's just, we're all entertainers. I am relatively small in terms of YouTube. I'm relatively large in terms of YouTube, but, you know, look at the bigger channels, and it's the same with them. Just because people have a lot of followers does not mean that what they say is more valuable than the people that watch them, and I just want to emphasize that. I'm just like you. We're all here because we enjoy this thing, this stuff that I showcase. It's quite fun. And that's the whole point of this. It's fun. And I just really enjoy talking to people. I talk to people I would have never had an opportunity to meet. People in across the world. People who, first off, I want to commend, if you're an English as a second language person, ESL, that's incredible. I can only speak English. I know very little Spanish, but that's the extent of my second language skills. So, a lot of folks in South America, in Europe, Russia, Southeast Asia, Pacific region, Malaysia, Korea. It's incredible. And then, you take the time to reach out and try to talk to me. And I commend you, because I cannot speak 2 languages. And many people, even a lot of people I've noticed who say, I'm sorry, my English isn't good, generally have very good English. I should say, I want to point out, like on the stream, I have a fellow Dimbas in Russia. Sometimes he stops by, he's working the night shift where he works, and fluent English. It's incredible. And, I've gotten to know a person in Russia that I never would have had the opportunity to talk to, but just because we share a common hobby. It's quite fun. And that's why I think the stream is quite fun. I apologize if it's not in your time zone. Shameless plug. I do stream a lot now. And if you stop by, we can do this whole getting to know each other thing a lot more effectively. And I quite enjoy it a lot. So make sure you stop by twitch.tv/JayborinoPlays. Shameless plug again, I understand. But I hope I've explained why it's quite enjoyable and very rewarding. I'm having a lot of fun. I guess if you're not into Mass Effect, that's one thing. But I kind of view the stream more as like a hangout session more than watch Jayborino play Mass Effect mindlessly kind of thing. So keep that in mind. But other than that, let's talk about the future of the channel. There are many things in the pipeline for StarCraft 2 in terms of custom content, but we also have to be realistic in the sense that it will run out. Mostly because I am playing faster than things generally are released. I do 3 StarCraft videos a week. We may have to cut that down to 2 fairly soon. For now, it'll continue to be 3, but again, as we run out of stuff, I kind of have to ration it. Once that runs out, I'm really looking for some community spitballing here. And I'm talking about just like full transparency, what I want to play, what I've heard the community talk about, and my reservations about certain things. And then I'd like to hear, some in-depth feedback from folks who, talking about what they would be interested in seeing and based on what I'm talking about here. First of all, multiplayer casting. I don't feel comfortable with multiplayer casting yet. The pro scene is very complex. There's a lot of drama involved. Learning that is one thing. Second off, learning the meta of the game. I don't really play multiplayer StarCraft. I could do that, obviously, but, the amount of time I put into my videos and what I currently play is quite time-consuming already. My idea is just start casting. I don't know the game. That's going to be quite frustrating for people to watch. Some people won't mind at all, and they'll think it's fine. And then after a month, I'll probably pick up on what's going on, and everything will be great. But I'm just acknowledging that by no fault of viewers, some hold their casters to a specific standard of game knowledge and analytical knowledge and ability to analyze, I should say. And I can't meet that. And I'm just being honest about that. And I'm also being honest with the fact that taking the time to learn that would be time-consuming and challenging for me. So I'd like to hear your feedback on that, on if it's something you really would like to see and how maybe we could go about that and a transition into that. Second off is about what we can all do to keep what our community here is all about, which is kind of encouraging these custom campaign makers, custom anything, custom asset, custom map, multiplayer, whatever it is, to keep them encouraged and motivated. Because everything about my channel, all positive feedback I get on my channel, they deserve. They get it. They made this stuff. They've taken the time to build things from nothing. And maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. I don't know. Making videos is my thing. And I don't know if maybe I would have the skills to make maps or not. The point is, I don't. But I understand the time and effort it takes. They spend days making this stuff, and I played it an hour. I might even say something flippant about something like, this is stupid, in a moment of frustration, momentarily forgetting that someone spent a long time and put a lot of effort into this stuff. And, they are, I'm sure, are happy to hear feedback you know, but just as I don't like seeing random rude personal attacks on my channel, you know, leaving flippantly bad feedback for someone else is equally frustrating. So I'm in that position. I have to kind of police what I say sometimes. But the point is, map makers, you're out there, and I appreciate you. And when you see positive feedback on my channel, you, by extension, deserve that and are also getting that. And I built some really good relationship with map makers too. It's really incredible. I wish I made a list. I didn't make a list, but you know, I've talked to Telenol, I've talked to Avondale, I've talked to Team Antioch, Masked Imposter, Narodek, who would like to go by Patrick, the guy who made Annihilation Dude Key, excuse me, all sorts of map makers. The point is, I've gotten to know them, and in some instances I've spoken to them, and whether it's a PM on Mapster or just in their forum thread, it's just building these relationships. It's incredibly rewarding, and it's quite fun. And when you play these things and you enjoy them, you know, something as simple as going to SC2 Mapster, or even on my videos, you know, not to self-advertise at so much, but, you know, that's what I'm saying, maybe do it on Mapster, is just go on and just say, hey, I liked your map, or leave a bug thread, even something really, really simple, like I played up to this point and it broke. Just leaving any sort of feedback that isn't just rude can really make someone's day. It can really make someone's day, and it's also really rewarding to do that for yourself, because then you feel like you're connecting with the person who's making the content that you're playing. And I'm just saying, take it from me, from my experience, in saying that it's very fun to do. It's really enjoyable, so I would recommend that. One great example that I want to point out, because I personally am really excited about it, is the Legacy of the Confederation remake that's happening for StarCraft 2. Now, it's a very ambitious project. I'm always kind of skeptical of ambitious projects, but I will say it's very legit. I've spoken to the Oracle. I plan on having a short interview with him, similar to what we did with Telenol and Avondale and Team Antioch. Closer to when the release is, probably around when he wants to release a teaser, like a teaser trailer. But there's a Facebook. It's Nexus Core Games. I think it's just Nexus Core. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description. But I would just encourage, like, go there and throw down a like, because when he hits a certain number of likes, he'll release some more teaser content. Just like little things like that. Go on StarCraft 2 Mapster. Go on the Custom Campaign Initiative. There's links to that in every single one of my StarCraft 2 videos, I believe. And see what stuff is in progress. There's a little news thread on there. You can see what's coming up. And just something as simple as, you know, if you've taken the time to play something, leave just the smallest one-sentence feedback, and it really can make someone's day. And again, it's quite fun to get involved in that kind of stuff, and it really requires no time at all. So that's that, I would say, for the future, and what I think, you know, what we can do to kind of keep encouraging people and things like that. And then the future of the channel, which is, you know, possible multiplayer. In terms of other games, I've heard your suggestions. You know, there's Homeworld Remastered, the new Homeworld Deserts of Carrick, Command & Conquer, Armies of Exego, Grey Goo. I would like to do these things. At its core, my channel started as StarCraft, and I enjoy playing StarCraft, so I'd like to at least have something StarCraft related all the time on my channel. What that's going to be, I'm not sure. Again, I've explained my hesitation with multiplayer casts. I just like to hear people's thoughts on that. Beyond that, I was thinking, and again, this is a total spitball that I kind of need. I need the community to help me fill in the gaps here, is what if we did some sort of arcade league thing, where like every 2 weeks we pick an arcade map and we do like a tournament. You know, we have a chat channel on Battle.net, we do like a random number generator for who gets to play, and then we just make like a bracket that we host on Mapster or something, and we just do like a 2-week-long thing, and then we switch arcade maps and we do like a rotation. That would be self-sufficient, it would keep content flowing, and it would also kind of revitalize an arcade community. And I enjoy playing this stuff, and I'd like to see more people play it, that's all. And that'd be something I could stream and or make YouTube videos of, and I think that would be an excellent choice. But that's kind of how I would, you know, look forward to the future of the channel. And again, one thing if I can emphasize anything, it's that I'm just a guy. I'm just like you, and we're all here because we enjoy the same thing. And that's pretty much that. I'd like to get to know you because you've gotten to know me. So if you're someone who comes and you don't want me to get to know you, that's fine too. I hope that you just continue to enjoy the videos, and you use these videos to relax when you get home from a long day from work or school or whatever you're doing that day. You know, that is fantastic as well. But, you know, at the same time, I also would love to get to know people more who are frequent commenters and, you know, like getting engaged. Now, just a preface to that, keep in mind, I am 27 years old, so, you know, if you're a younger person, you have to understand there's some limitations on how much contact I can realistically have with people, because it may get a little strange in many different senses, so you have to understand that. I hope you do. But that doesn't mean I'm devaluing anything. It's just saying from an older person's perspective, there's only so much contact you can have with someone who, like, under the age of 16 before it starts getting a little weird. So I don't know. I don't know why I went on this tangent. I shouldn't have even brought that up, but you kind of get the point. Anyway, yeah, this is the channel. This is the channel where it's going to keep going. Nothing is really going to change right now, but again, I just want to be transparent on what might be happening in the future. Maybe I'll start making like a monthly Jayborino agenda video, and to really just kind of bring up projects that are in the pipe that people can get excited about, what you can do to support them, things like that. I think that could be very, very helpful, so that's something I would like to do. Well, hey, this has been Jayborino. Thanks so much for watching again. Now, in the past, in the future. And I hope you just keep having fun. All right, see you next time. Bye now.